We must work together to defeat this evil. May offers support to Spain following attacks. Theresa May vowed to defeat the evil of terrorism as she offered British support to Spain over the 2 jihadist attacks which claimed 14 innocent lives. Mrs. May said, "We stand shoulder to shoulder with the Spanish after Islamic State thugs used a car and a van to mow down pedestrians in the Catalan region. 13 people were killed and up to 100 injured when a white van was driven into tourists and shoppers at up to 50 miles per hour on Barcelona's popular Las Ramblas Boulevard. Later, a 61-year-old woman was left with fatal injuries as members of the same Spanish-based Moroccan terror cell tried to emulate the carnage 80 miles away in Cambrils. Police gunned down the 5-man gang after they rammed members of the public with an Audi A3. 4 of the terrorists were shot and killed by the same policewomen. 18-year-old Musa Ukabi, the gang's ringleader and believed to be the man who escaped after driving the van down Las Ramblas, was among the 5 killed. Police were believed to be still hunting 3 suspects. Mrs. May spoke of her determination to beat the terror gangs as she revealed that a 7-year-old British boy was missing and several other Britons were injured in Barcelona. She said Foreign Office staff had offered consular assistance to the families of Julian Cadman and the other UK nationals. "We must work together if we are to confront this evil of terrorism," she added. The Prime Minister said investigators needed to tackle the perverted extremist ideology which drives attackers, and cleanse the web of poisonous material. Mrs. May ended by promising police would have the necessary power to tackle the scourge, and concluded, "Terrorism is the threat that we all face, but together we will defeat." Meanwhile, the Queen sent a message of support to Spain's King Felipe VI on behalf of herself and the Duke of Edinburgh. "It is deeply upsetting when innocent people are put at risk in this way when going about their daily lives," she said. "Our thoughts and prayers are with those who have lost loved ones and the people who are recovering in hospital. Please convey our heartfelt sympathies to all who have been affected by these appalling incidents." The condolences came as more detail emerged about the sequence of events surrounding the attacks on yesterday night and this morning. 8 hours after a white Fiat van caused carnage on Las Ramblas, a policewoman shot dead 4 jihadists who charged her in the coastal town of Cambrils. They were among a gang of 5 who had driven an Audi A3 into crowds on the seafront at 1 a.m., before trying to escape. One woman, a 61-year-old from Zarioza, suffered fatal injuries in the attack and 6 others were injured. The jihadists then crashed into the police checkpoint, injuring the policewoman's partner, before leaping out, brandishing knives and an axe, and wearing fake suicide belts. It is understood that the female officer pulled her handgun and shot 4 of the gang dead as they charged at her. The 5th thug ran into a park and was gunned down minutes later by a policeman. However, he clambered to his feet with a smile on his face and ran at armed officers who eventually needed 15 bullets to kill him. Catalan Police Chief Josep Luis Trapero confirmed that a single officer, who was meant to be on holiday this week, killed 4 of the terrorists. To kill 4 people, even if you are a professional, is not easy to digest. Together with linking Musa Ukabi to both outrages, it also became clear yesterday the Barcelona and Cambrils incidents were linked to an explosion in the town of Alcar on Wednesday, where 1 person died and 6 were injured. The Alcar house, which was blown up by butane gas canisters being stored there, is believed to have been used as a base to plan the later attacks and a centre for bomb making. Meanwhile, Scotland Yard Assistant Commissioner Mark Rowley urged any holidaymakers who might have useful footage from the attack scenes to come forward. Mr. Rowley, Britain's most senior counter-terrorism officer, said his detectives were also working alongside their Spanish counterparts. Officers are at UK ports today ready to meet British holidaymakers returning to the UK from the region in order to take any witness accounts, He said anyone who has returned from Spain can also call the confidential hotline with information on 0800-789-321. We are also urging people who have images or footage that may assist investigators to upload them to akpolicimagipeel.com. Europol's chief Rob Wainwright said the Spain attacks had left Europe on its highest ever state of terror alert. Terrorism at its most simple and brutal, and highly challenging for police to stop. Highest threat in Europe for a generation, he said. But tourism chiefs said the attacks would not deter holidaymakers visiting destinations singled out by the terrorists. Tom Jenkins, chief executive of the European Tour Operators Association, said the public have an increasingly sophisticated understanding of the threat. These things are designed to have an impact. We're finding the impact is gradually decreasing. The public are becoming more sophisticated. They realize Europe is not one homogeneous destination. The fear generated by such events is irrational, but people are starting to rationalize it better. 30 years ago, you would have a major hemorrhaging in demand. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.